There it is, Patrick. Oh, and contact!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of EuroNASCAR Journey. This time we are in the Czech Republic, in the circuit of Autodrome Most, ready for the final round before the playoffs of the EuroNASCAR Championship. So we just finished qualifying, P16 for EuroNASCAR Pro Race 1 and P10 for EuroNASCAR 2 Race 1. Not ideal, but again, we have started from this position. Our goal to get as many as we can, so we full push for the first race.
We get to see some of the best circuits in any NASCAR series here in the EuroNASCAR Championship. And Most, as Alan Day was alluding to earlier on, such a unique challenge. 21 corners, and you go left to right for many of them. Not many consecutive left or right-handers. Constantly working at the wheel around this circuit, which will mean tyre preservation is key, although tyre wear should be a little more symmetrical than normal. Hearing Andre there briefly, but Andre, it does sound like we're having problems with your connection. Pirelli and Dupro are side by side. Who's going to get the best start? It should be Pirelli. Pirelli has a nose ahead as we go racing. It's a good start from row 3 from Sebastian Blakemolen. He is on it as they run to the first corner. Everybody looking for track space. I think a couple may have gone deep there into the runoff area, but it's Vittorio Gorelli that leads the way from Dufro. Picking up a dust there, Gianmarco Ercoli going a bit out wide for Ricciard Meta, getting swallowed up a little bit as well. One of the Speedhouse cars had a brilliant start. That's Ulysse Delso up to 5th position from 9th on the grid. That will suit him. Delso is in 14th. Oh, and contact! Contact between Leclerc and Ercoli. It looked like Leclerc may have had an issue finding a gear there because he didn't really accelerate properly from maybe 2nd to 3rd gear. KRASONIS gets past him. No further action in the contact between Leclerc and Ercoli, so that's been judged to have been a racing incident. Lanza has dropped behind Ulysse Delso towards the end of the race. He will finish 11th ahead of Ryan Vargas and Thomas Tuffel.
So for EuroNASCAR Pro Race 1, we are struggling with the speed. We started P16, finished P14, not happy with the result at all. We are having some issues with the car. We are trying to figure everything out and to have the car as ready as possible for the race of EuroNASCAR 2.
You see the struggling here, Thomas in pain.
No, it's not painful, he's doing like it's pain. The same problem. I have a lot of people with the same problem.
Look how many years you do the job.
This one with this Belgian team from Anthony Kumpen, about 11 years.
And as a doctor overall,
Yeah,
all your life.
yeah.
Okay.
I worked before with cycling teams, and then after I go with NASCAR team, GT2, I work in America with Viper, everywhere. Hello. Sorry. Drive, same problem. Come to me.
Nice opponent.
Tell the people what you just witnessed right now and why.
Now we came back to reality. And look, he fixed everything and time for race 2.
Hello Thomas, give an update. Give an update
Everything ready
to the subscribers.
for the first race of EuroNASCAR 2. This time, as always, full push.
It's as well 8 bonus points for being the driver with the most overtakes and the most positions gained at the end of the race.
When you are.
We will give the command. So it is here. So let's go for it. Drivers, start your engine!
With gusto. Good job. We do have a rating system ongoing for that. I would say that was a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's row number 2. Hendrick's team also entering Jill Linster, who's there in 4th place. Cars are underway and racing for the first time this weekend in EuroNASCAR 2. Claudio Remeggio Capelli giving Martin Dubeck a bit of a bump draft on the way down to turn 1 as they make their way through the first corner. It is Patrick Schauber that leads the way, but carnage further back. Julian Reberg has damage. He goes straight across. Thomas Dombrowski as well. Cars everywhere. I think Jack Davidson and Jill Linster among those who took the escape road. Davidson has made his way into 6th place. Linster is falling through the order, so he had issues. KRASONIS has made up a couple of places, however. A lot of drama, though, by the looks of it on that first lap of the race. I think about 6 or 7 cars displaced across the gravel or the runoff area in various capacities. And Jack Davidson is off the circuit. Jack Davidson has had an issue. Last year, Patrick Schauber will take his first win with RDV competition in EuroNASCAR 2 this year. He's had 2 wins now with 2 teams, and Patrick Schauber becomes another race winner in this season.
So tell us today what happened. It was a big day.
So basically,
we want the full recap.
So basically, a recap of today. We started with the qualifying. We didn't do the lap times that we wanted, and we were still looking for everything to fine-tune the car and to have the proper, speed to have the lap times that we need to be in front. The first race didn't go as planned because I had an incident in the beginning. I had a good crash, and not a crash, but we had some damage in the fenders in front, so we lost a lot of speed during the first race, and I dropped back last, so I made a good recovery to finish P14 in the race of EuroNASCAR Pro. But for EuroNASCAR 2, I was also lucky, but also very fast compared to what I was doing all weekend. And I managed to finish P7 with the 5th, I think, lap time for the starting position tomorrow. So all in all, a good day. We rest and we full push for tomorrow.
Build on it. We still on it.
Thomas and Thomas.
Build on it. We still on it. Build on it. We still on it.
Stages of the race, the first corner bit, as it so often does. And there was some drama to be had on lap one of the race, a little bit of seem to always come with a good car, Autodrome Most. I just think that we might be on to Melvin having one of his best performances. And he's got that inside line as well, which is critical going into the first corner if Patrick Schauber has anything less than to the main straight here at Most. Who will have the best run down to turn one? Who will claim the final victory of EuroNASCAR 2's regular season? We're about to put the pedal to the metal. Over the next 14 laps, we're about to find out. We're underway, and it's a good start from Patrick Schauber. Jill Linster giving him some assistance from behind as they try to go three wide into the first corner. Capelli's looking to the inside as well, but it is Martin Dubek that leads the way further back in the field. It looks like we've avoided drama through the first corner. Everyone gets through turn one. Of course, with the pro race in the near future, you can't really afford to bend the car too much in this race. So I'm sure some of the EuroNASCAR 2 drivers have been told to calm down after yesterday's festivities and damages. But it's Dubek that leads the way from Patrick Schauber. Then it's Melvin de Groot in third place. He's held his position. Jill Linster fourth. Then it's Claudio Remeggio Capelli in fifth place. KRASONIS has fallen behind Thomas Nabel. So Nabel is up there. And who is that with him in the gravel? I think is that Florian Richard. It might well be one of the Speedhouse cars in there. I think that puts him into about 8th position. Claudio Remeggio Capelli investigating Jill Linster, having a little look to the inside. Is that actually a full-fledged move? Goodness me, he was a bit far back for that for my money, but he had a little bit of a look, maybe compromised his run though. In Dubek, Dubek will cross the line, Dubek will win on his home turf. It's win 13 of the storied EuroNASCAR 2 career of Martin Dubek. He will surge even further forward into the championship lead going into the playoffs. Melvin de Groot, regardless of finishing second overall, that is still his best ever result in the overall standings in EuroNASCAR 2.
EuroNASCAR 2, race 2, P6 from P6. Not ideal, but good result, good points for the championship. We didn't seem to find any improvement on the speed and the pace. Where I started is where I finished, so yeah, we will still change some things to try to see if we can be faster in the race of EuroNASCAR Pro.
Gas and trying to make the car was black and white that I was going to go out.
In a dozen seconds. Command is given, the engines fire up. I believe that was Victor Neumann alongside him. Row 11 is Nick Strickler, the other American racer, the 46. Round 9 of the EuroNASCAR Pro season. After this race, we go into double points. We also drop everyone's worst score of the season, so we'll see how the championship looks at the conclusion of this race. Paul Giffroy is going for his first win of 2024. Racing, and it's a good start from row 2. Sebastian Blakemolen to the inside of Paul Giffroy. He could have the lead here. He's got the inside line. All but grass tracking from Mark Goosens. Goosens, I think, into Blakemolen just a little bit there as everybody fights to find some track space. I think everybody has gotten through the first 2 corners. Dario Casso grass tracking. Oh, and the whole car disintegrating for Team Blakemolen. 2 Team Blakemolen cars involved there. I think that was Sebastian Blakemolen getting tagged there by Thomas Dombrowski. The 55 caught up in that as well. Fabrizio Armetta was in the gravel. Lots of cars caught out for the second time this season. We have the big one on a road course. And unsurprisingly, red flags are displayed around the circuit. Red flag. There's Fabrizio Armetta's 55 car. We saw him get involved there. 2 of the cars from Team Blakemolen involved in that as well. There's Dombrowski, rather athletically extracting himself from the gravel to this incident here, and it was Sebastian Blakemolen. It's an expensive wreck for Team Blakemolen. 2 are going to be repairable for a team as the car will rebuild. But let's see if it's a more successful start. Paul Giffroy this time gets to lead a single file restart as we get ready to go racing once again here at the Autodrome Most for NASCAR. First corner again, the field bunching up again. We hold our breath to see how things pan out this time. Liam Hazelmans and Vittorio Garelli side by side. Garelli on the inside for turn 2. Garelli it is up to second position. He gets past Liam Hazelmans, but it's Paul Giffroy that leads the way. 4th position there is Mark Goosen. Behind Ercoli, I think Ryan Vargas is up in the top 10. Oh, Ercoli goes very wide. He's not going to miss the gravel there, is he? No, he just about ends up on the gravel. He's side by side with Vargas. KRASONIS getting involved with this as well. The 3F Racing car then side by side with the champion, Gianmarco Ercoli. Ercoli running well, but making an error there. Thomas de Fel gets past him as a result of it. Ooh, and Ryan Vargas is getting physical there further back. Liam Lambert is off the circuit again as well. Lots of drama once more on this first lap of the race then. Simone Giussani under pressure from KRASONIS. Then it's Dario Casso under some pressure from Luca Lasea, who's making his way back through the order, of course, having started again towards the rear of the field. Lasea wants to get as many points out of this race as he possibly can. Collides with the rear of KRASONIS, and that then in turn means that Romagnoli tags the back of him. Thomas KRASONIS, he might be in the gravel.
So, EuroNASCAR GP Czech Republic is officially over. We finished the race of EuroNASCAR Pro with a DNF because I had an issue with the exhaust fumes in my car. Part was missing after the big crash that happened in the start of the race, and that made it impossible for me to breathe in the car, so I had to retire. So yeah, all in all, we had, let's say, a decent weekend with 3 out of 4 good finishes, with points, I mean, for the championships. So yeah, now we rest and we prepare for the race in Germany, which is the beginning of the playoffs and the first race with double points. So thank you all for supporting this effort. Like, subscribe, and see you in Germany.